G'day guys, how you going? Brett Paul here, off for another fly this afternoon. Looking spectacular. So it is a tad strong. There's some white caps out here, but I got the free ride here, so I should be able to should handle it okay. So let's get set up. I'll get in the air, and what I want to do is I want to talk about the two motors, the Nitro 200, which I've got on my back here, and its bigger brother, Tornado 280, both from Air Conception. I want to talk about the differences. Obviously, the obvious difference is the CC capacity, but there are some subtle differences between the two as well in the physical hardware. So let's get in the air and let's go through the differences between the Nitro 200 and the Tornado 280. Now, the wind direction is coming straight on here. Like I said, it's white capping, so it's going to be just a bit of glider control. I should be right. Bring her up into the wind. I've turned. Yes, your beauty! Made it in the air. That was a little bit of a tricky launch, trying to control the wing in this wind and also the chase cam. Now I'm up here and yeah, it's a bit windy, but woohoo! So the Nitro and the Tornado. Let's have a chin wag about those two. As I said on the ground there, let's go through some of the obvious differences and maybe some of the more subtle differences. So starting with the Nitro 200. So obviously Air Conception over the years have had, I think, 3 different motors: the Ultra 130, the 200, which is the one that I'm flying, and also the Tornado 280. So the 200 here is actually 190cc. I'm not sure why it's not called the Nitro 190. Anyway, it's 200, so be it. That's what it is. Nitro 200. Tornado is a 280cc, which is actually 268 cc's, if you really want to measure it correctly. So again, one of those funny things. I'm not sure what's going on there, but so that's the obvious difference, and the major difference between the two is the displacement. Tornado's at around 33 horsepower at about 7,500, and I think this one's about 28. I don't care about thrust benches or test benches. I care about the performance when I'm flying. And for me, this Nitro, at my weight, I've outlined it in the past, I'm sitting at about 110 kilograms. That's 240 pounds. Certainly quite heavy. I'm on the free ride here, 23. I've had no issues at all with this 200. Now, the majority of components on both motors are interchangeable or the same. Things like the starter motor, they're all the same. They're not different on each motor. It's just mainly the displacement is bigger on the Tornadoes I've outlined. The Nitro weighs 20.6 kilograms, and the Tornado is 21.4. Now, those weights are no fuel, but everything ready to fly, including the battery. That still absolutely blows my mind that a powerful motor, especially like the Tornado, can be at that 21.4 kilograms. You put it on your back and you're just gobsmacked. I mean, it's strong enough for trike pilots, strong enough for wheel pilots, strong enough for big fat heats like me and beyond. It's a wonderful, light, powerful motor. There's no doubt about it. The head on the Tornado is slightly larger, and if you have a look at them side by side, there's certainly a bigger head system on the Tornado. The exhaust on the Tornado is beefier, especially the small header pipe and the elbow that comes off the motor. That's certainly a bigger pipe. The expansion chamber looks similar, and the mufflers are very similar, although the muffler on the Tornado has more of a matte black finish than the carbon look of the Tornado. Stock standard, they've got the pot-belly black exhaust, but you can get them chrome from the factory. I'm not sure exactly what the extra cost is, but certainly if I had my time again, I'd certainly be getting that, because they just look, they look so good. I would love to have one of those, and no cracking with this pipe, fortunately. Beautiful little Hastings Point coming up on in front of me here. I'll just cruise past it. I've got a little bit of a tail breeze here, so I'll go about another 3 or 4 kilometres to the north, and then I'll turn around and come back. Either motor you can get the bigger fuel tank, so I'm running the 11.5 litre tank. I think you can get up to a 15 litre tank in either units. The frames are very similar in the sense that you can go for a smaller frame or the bigger frame. I've got the 150 frame on this because I'm running a 140 prop, and it's the same with the propellers. Both engines use either the 140 tri-blade or 2-blade, or even down to the 130, even down to the 125, I do believe. I've gone for the bigger case because I wanted to run the 140 prop. It's a bit rock and roll here on the headland. Whoa. I'll just concentrate on aviating here for a moment. Oh yeah, there you go, there's a bit of lift. Woohoo! Classic. Alright, this is where I'm going to turn around. Nice turn around here, we'll go back. Should be nice and slow going back. As a result of having a bigger paramotor, the Tornado over the Nitro, it means that you're going to have to use more fuel for the same style of flying, same length of flying as you do with the Nitro. That's a no-brainer. Obviously, the bigger bore requires a bigger fuel flow, so therefore you will go through more fuel. So that's a trade-off. So that if that's something that concerns you, then certainly the Nitro is the one to go for there. Now, there's a lot of variables, but my fuel burn on the Nitro here has only been anywhere from 3.5 to 4.25, depending on how I'm flying. And here at the beach, doing this ridge soaring, coastal ridge soaring, it'll sip fuel. So I'll know I'll be able to take off with a light paramotor with a very low fuel load. You'll still be able to do that with a Tornado, but not so much, because you'll just need a bit more fuel. So just bear that in mind. When you start flying lightweight gear like this, every kilo you take up, it really hurts you to take up more. So that's something, that's another difference between the two. One will suck more fuel than the other. Now the harnesses are the same. The harness, the hook-ins, everything is the same on both motors, so there's no difference there at all. Whew, gone offshore a little bit here. I got concentrated doing something else. You might just be able to make a paraglider doing some ground handling on the front edge of the hill there. So let's go down and give him a wave and poke our tongue at him and say, sucked in. Yeah, sure, we got noisy, smelly machines, but right now I'm fine. He's not, so sucks to be you, pal. Sorry to be so mean. let's disrupt his airflow. Let's see how we go. There you go. Well, I'll just go down low and cruise along here while he's stuck there, feet on the ground, baby. Anytime my feet are going to touch the ground is either when I land or when I foot drag. Another difference is the sound. The Tornado obviously sounds a little bit different than the Nitro. Obviously with the different muffler systems and displacement, the Tornado's got a fairly throaty sound, as has the Nitro, but the Tornado's even a bit more, pumping out a whole lot of power there for the lightweight. So hopefully if you're on the market or you're on the fence about either one of those motors, hopefully that sheds some light onto it. I have flown both motors, so I'm not talking MBRs. I have flown both. I've flown mine extensively at Scotty Utley Tornado a lot. And speaking of Scott, I've got to give him a plug. I've got to make it known that his service has been outstanding for the brand here in Australia. If you value good customer service, ongoing customer service, always consider that when you're purchasing gear, the after-sales service. That's very, very important. And you can tell straight away when you deal with Scott. You'll know straight away that he's there to try and make your paramotor experience as good as it can be. And certainly with this, with the right gear, you just can't go wrong. So there you go. That's me rabbiting on. See you later. I'll go and fly and have a bit of fun. Have a great day.
Is that recording?
That is recording.
Is that recording?
Yes.
Am I on camera? Am
Yep.
I on
Yep.
movie film?
G'day viewers, we're just at the Mardi Gras. As you can see, there's a very colourful float over there.
You look like you'd float.